everybody, Big Pauly back for another video. This video is the Q&A from my 500 subscribers video, the Wonder Woman giveaway, which I'll be doing very soon. So, got the iPad, got the questions. Let's see what embarrassing shit I've got to reveal today. Rightio. Okay, first question is from Craig Tiffany. Hello, Craig. What genre of music do you listen to? Mainly country, new country this is. Although I do like a bit of the old Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, Glenn Campbell every now and again. I'm primarily new country, so Garth Brooks. Pardon me. Fish finger sandwich has gone down the wrong hole. Yeah, Garth Brooks, Tim McGraw, Florida Georgia Line, all the modern type of country stuff at the moment. Sam Hunt. It's not country, someone says. Wow. Ish. But yeah, back in the 80s though, it was a bit of a different story because I was really into my metal. I still am. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I used to listen to everything from Bon Jovi, Europe, White Lion, Styx, Warrant, Iron Maiden, so many. And me and Mum used to go on so many concerts as well in London to see all these bands. I still listen to a lot of metal, you know, when I fancy it. It's not like I don't like metal anymore. If I feel like I want to put a White Lion album in, or maybe a bit of Cinderella, I'll just crank it in and fucking rock away. So yeah, I still love my metal. Dragon Force is probably one of my favourite bands at the moment. Because they're very melodic with the keyboards and that kind of thing. But unfortunately I missed them a couple of weeks ago. They were playing in Dover, in my hometown, in a place called the Booking Hall, which is very small. It's like 300 people. Unfortunately I was working, I couldn't get the time off. But I have seen them before. I've seen them at Folkestone. So yeah, so that's my current music. Country is the main thing at the moment, and also metal. And next one is from Dennis K 1979. With so many good movies bombing in the States and doing well in other countries, Blade Runner 2049 for one, what do you believe the reason is and what could be done about it? I don't think there is much that can be done about it. It's the audience, isn't it? Blade Runner 2049, brilliant film, fantastic film, but it's too intelligent. It's too intelligent for a lot of modern cinema going audience. They just want to go in and watch something like Transformers, you know, blowing up shit, don't have to think about it. I think it was too brain taxing for a lot of people, and I think that word passed on, and that's what kept a lot of people away. Although they do tend to open better in some countries, you know, like China, and various other countries. Even John Carter, do you remember John Carter from Disney? John Carter of Mars, that bombed dreadfully. And I actually really like that film. I know it was trying to be a mishmash of Star Wars and Avatar, that kind of thing, but I don't think the word was out there. I don't think people were ready for that kind of thing, and it was too ambitious a project at the time, I think. Next one is from Simeon's Reviews. What's your favourite slasher vision? Bloody read properly. What's your favourite slasher villain and why? As I say, I'm not huge on horror. So I don't go in for a lot of slasher movies. Probably it'll be something like Freddy Krueger, because I remember seeing the first film. But I'm not up to scratch with a lot of modern slasher movies, so I would say probably Freddy Krueger. Carmen Clement has asked favourite horror movie. Again, haven't seen a huge amount of horror films, but probably something like Nightmare on Elm Street, or maybe Poltergeist. I love Poltergeist, that's fantastic. I suppose that falls into horror, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. As I say, I'm not into like Saw and that kind of stuff where you just decapitate people. It's got to have a really good storyline, but I don't know. Maybe I'll give some horror films a try. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Big Pauly's Horror Marathon. I'll just shove a load of horror movies in and see what I think. Next one is from Daydreams and Nightmares. We all have those. Yes, I'm a collector of movies. Do you by any chance collect movie posters? No, not anymore. Although these ones up here, these were like freebie giveaways from View Cinema. So they're only small ones, but haven't got any big posters. I've got canvas, as you see these, and also in the back bedroom. I used to collect movie posters, but it's all space, isn't it? There's not a lot of space. Next question is from Timmy the Snail. Why are there two different styles of Blu-ray, standard Blu-ray cases? Some have more rounded corners, others have square corners. Also, why do steelbooks have that angled frame on them, on the front of them? They never used to. As far as the standard Blu-ray cases, I don't know. I thought they were all the same. I thought they all had the same rounded corners. So I didn't know that some were more square than others. And why do the steelbooks have that angled frame? I take it you're referring to the border, the inner border that goes round. I don't know why they started doing that. I don't know. It must be something to do with the debossing. But sometimes it does look pretty good. Next question is from Justin Key. Can you do a My T-shirts video? That's interesting. The question is, how many layers of different images can you get in a single lenticular? Most Blu-rays seem to have 2 or 3, but the AC/DC CD for Rock or Bust has at least 9 that he's counted. So I wonder why huge film distributors do not put in a bit more effort. I don't know. Maybe it's pricing. Maybe it costs too much. For me, when I do my lenticulars, there's only 2. But 2 layers. But when it comes to, I suppose, like Blue fans, they do a lot more to get each different layer. Next one is from DVD Man. Hope you enjoyed your little US trip, mate. Did you like school? P.S. I don't. Well, does anybody like school? Not really. I mean, the lessons, I know it's compulsory, and the lessons that you learn, you're probably going to never hardly use them again in your lifetime. When am I ever going to use gymnastics or metalwork? No idea. Next one is from Rob the Bobs. I'm a big fan of Asian cinema, so my question is, what's your favourite Asian film? Japanese, Chinese, Korean? Don't have a lot of them. I haven't got a favourite one, although I do like The Raid and The Raid 2, so I suppose that must fall in that category, but I'm not a huge Korean Asian film fanatic, so yeah, I think probably The Raid. Next question is from Zach Adams. If you had to choose between buying only films or only TV shows, what would you do? I probably would buy TV shows, although movies you can watch time and time again. With the TV shows, sometimes you get like 20 or 22 episodes in a season. We've got people talking while we're trying to record. So anyway, so probably TV shows because there's more episodes, so you can spread it out longer, especially if you're on a desert island. The next one is from Richard Nash. Porgs aside, who is your favourite Star Wars character? Jar Jar. Isn't that everybody's? No, it's not. Probably the Emperor. He's one mean mother. And I'm not talking prequel Emperor because he was a pussy. I'm talking Return of the Jedi Emperor. He terrified me in Return of the Jedi. But yeah, when he became the Emperor in Revenge of the Sith, it wasn't scary. Next question is from Jaime Aspinall. Q&A, what is the first Blu-ray you ever bought? I know the first steelbook, I think we worked out that was probably Sweeney Todd. The first Blu-ray I ever bought, I can't remember, mate. I really can't remember. I can remember the first DVDs I ever bought, but Blu-rays, I don't know. I can't remember. Next question is from Derrick Jones. What movie has disappointed you the most this year? None really that I've seen. There's been a few films that have surprised me the most. You know, like nobody was expecting Wonder Woman to be that good. But from what I've seen, I haven't really been that disappointed with the movies that I've seen, if that makes sense. Next question is from DMAC. What's your favourite Studio Ghibli movie? Ghibli movie? I don't know, I'm not familiar with that studio, so I don't know what titles there are. Maybe enlighten me. Next question is from Tyler Steinkamp. Do you watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine? And if yes, how do you like it? No, I don't. No, I've never seen it. Next question is from Ben Foggen. Will you do any anticipated movies every year for movies that you fancy seeing, like Deadpool 2? Yeah, that's quite a good idea actually, because there are a lot of good films that are coming out next year. Infinity War, I'm really looking forward to. Deadpool 2 definitely. Jurassic World. So maybe I'll do that at the end of this year, you know, running into January. Films to look forward to in 2018. That's a good idea. Next one is from Sam Magoo. I already have Wonder Woman, but I want to ask, who is Lulu? Lulu's my best friend, and if you look back at some of the previous videos, I think she's in 2 of the videos, so I'm hoping to get out with her again soon. Next one is from Dan Collins. Why did you start steelbook collecting? I thought he was going to say, why did you start stealing? Because I really like them. They're very collectible. I'm not bothered about, we've got to buy this, keep it wrapped because it might be worth twice its value in 20 years. I just love collecting them because of the... What is it, the logo? The media wrapped in metal, I think it is, or media wrapped in steel. So yeah, I like the design, the wraparound, that kind of thing, the inside artwork. So I really like that, yeah. Next one is from 101 Steel. Have you ever thought a film was so bad you switched it off before the end? Yeah, that's happened twice. Not switched, yeah. Once at the cinema, once in home. At the cinema, believe it or not, I actually walked out of Sweeney Todd with Johnny Depp. Yeah, I know. But I do like it now. I don't know what it was. Maybe at the time I wasn't in a musical mood. The other one was Bad Lieutenant with Harvey Keitel. I switched that off after fucking 10 minutes. It was so bad. Next question is from Matai Bendu. How many movies do you have in your collection? Round about 500 or 600, including box sets, steelbooks, Blu-rays. But I'm going to do an entire Blu-ray collection video shortly, so excuse me, we'll be able to see exactly how many I've got. Next question is from Ted Watts 821. What's your guilty pleasure movie, if you have one? If not, what is your view on all the remakes that keep happening? Yeah, I mean, they keep churning out all these remakes, don't they? Because they haven't got any fresh ideas. So, yeah, I mean, sometimes remakes do work, but they have to kind of like tread carefully. Otherwise, they end up pissing off existing fans. Ghostbusters! Yeah. What's my guilty pleasure movie? My guilty pleasure movie is probably either Independence Day, probably, yeah, Independence Day or Waterworld, because I love Waterworld. Yes, I do love Waterworld. Next one is from Crazy Croc 100. What's the least favourite Blu-ray you have in your collection? Oh, that could be anything. I've got quite a few Blu-rays that I've probably watched once and I'll never watch again. I originally probably dig them all out and just batch them up and take them down CEX and see if I can get some store credit or that kind of thing. I'll probably end up doing that with when I do the Blu-ray collection. We just filter out all the crap that I don't want to keep. Next question was Elliot Girl Gamer Heath. What was your favourite film growing up? There were lots. It was not probably particularly one film, but Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. So those three all through my growing up years. Oh, and Back to the Future. Next one is from Ethan Hughes. What is your favourite action and sci-fi movie? Well, my favourite sci-fi movie is The Empire Strikes Back. My favourite action movie, Die Hard. Oh yeah. And probably my favourite Christmas movie as well. Next question is from Mo Snowak. Sorry. Marietz? Maruzi? Oh, yeah. What is your favourite action star from the 80s? Arnold or Sylvester? Arnold. Although I love Rocky and the Rambo movies, with Arnold you've got so many classic movies. Predator, you know, Running Man. You can go through all of Arnie's films. They're absolutely brilliant to watch. Next one is from Callum Stewart. You're clearly a big DVD Blu-ray collector. Are there other things you like to collect? Collectible tins in the movie room. Nice moulded collectible tins. I know they are to do with movies, but they're not exactly Blu-rays. But yeah, they're really nice because I love the moulding and the gloss on them and that. The next one is from Shika. Do you play any games, video games, board games? If so, what's your favourite all-time favourite game? Not anymore. I did have a PlayStation 4, but I gave it to my niece, or sold it to my niece, because she was going off to university, and I don't really get that chance. You know, I don't really get time to play games really anymore. But my favourite game, probably growing up, was probably, like a lot of people, either Space Invaders or Pac-Man. Next question is from Andrew Leyland. If you could be only one DC, if you could only be one Marvel or DC character for the rest of your life, who would you be and why? Right, if I could be only one Marvel character for the rest of my life. Oh, God, there's so many as well. Hulk. So I can smash the shit out of anything. DC character, probably Superman. Yeah. Superman would be, because I'd love to fly. I'd just love to soar and to be able to go into space without having problems. Not breathing. And like I say, for Hulk, I could just jump around smashing the shit out of everything. Next question is from Rebecca Bunn. My question is, what inspired you to start collecting films? Because I love them, basically. Not all films, but yeah, I like collecting movies. I like collecting physical media rather than always streaming. Next question is from Connor Bracewell. Congrats on reaching 500 subs. Thank you very much. What do you think about J.J. Abrams returning to direct Star Wars Episode 9? I couldn't be happier. Yeah, perfect end to a perfect trilogy. He should definitely direct Episode 9. And something tells me Episode 9 is going to be acting epic. Next question is from Philip Rosier, or Rosaire. What's your favourite non-film related hobby and activity? Non-film related activity or hobby. What do I do that's not related to film? Nothing. Oh dear. I occasionally like to go on walks along Dover seafront, get in the air with the sun shining down, sit on the bench, whip my mobile phone out and do a bit of internet surfing. Yeah, I live an exciting life. Next one is from Foxy Cheetah Bear. Foxy Cheetah Bear. What do you do for a living? Not much. I work for a company in Ashford that registers everything from motorcycles, cars, tractors, that kind of stuff. Basically working in an office, typing shit out. If a machine gets stolen, we update the database. Also taking phone calls from weirdos as well, and trying to help people that own the vehicles if their vehicle is stolen, that kind of thing. Yeah, it's not that exciting. Next question is from Carlos Peralta. Keep producing those videos. Thank you very much, Carlos. I will. My question is, what is your favourite lenticular you have made so far, and what is the best requested lenticular of all time? My personal favourite has to be the first Guardians of the Galaxy one that I did, that went from the cast and tilted towards Rocket and Groot. And the best requested one of all time, I think, is probably that one. Although sales have dipped down a bit, probably because people are not ordering them because I'm so fucking lazy in sending them out. Yeah, it's probably either that or Captain America, the first Captain America. Yeah, could be. Next question is from J Glenister 90. After watching Civil War, were you Team Cap or Team Iron Man, and why? I'm Team Cap, basically because Iron Man was wimping out, pussying out. I know whatever happened in Slovenia or wherever it was, where that woman's son got crushed by a falling rock. I suppose if you got to go some way. But he was like, oh yes, let's let the government run us. they'll keep us in check and we'll just wait here until we get the call and then we'll go. Whereas Team Cap knows what he stands for. They've got to have their own independence. They've got to be separated from the government to be able to go out and do the things that need to be done. So yeah, Team Cap. Next one is from the Movie Nerd. My question is, what is your favourite MCU film? That is going to be the Avengers, the first Avengers, definitely. Next question is from Nikostra. In which countries outside the UK have you travelled, and did you like the most, and why? I've only been to a very few places. I've been to Las Vegas twice. I think it's twice. I've been to Florida, to Orlando, obviously Disney and Kennedy Space Center, Kissimmee and all that kind of stuff. That's about 3 times, I think. Been to LA, primarily for Disney and Hollywood and all that. And also Disneyland, Paris, and Paris itself. And yeah, I liked every single one that I went to. Vegas is just a complete different kettle of fish, isn't it? It's a most amazing place, one of the most amazing places in the world. Oh my god. And you can get a buffet there for about £1. And you can just eat and eat and eat and eat. So I'm really happy. But yeah, I love all those places. Florida was bloody hot for me, because we went in June, and then we went in the next year we went in September. So we had a lot of rain and a lot of heat. So yeah, I love all of those places. Next question is from Marcio Ortez. I already have the movie, but I have a question. Can you tell us the origin of your username, Cudzndrips? Yeah, I've done that before. Basically, we had a cat called Mowgli, and he used to climb up on top of me, up on my chest. And he got his cuddles, and he kept dripping. So he kept dripping all his saliva down my shirt. So he was getting cuddles and he was dripping. So he cuddled Cudzndrips. Next question is from Tracy Books. Do you have Lassie in your collection? No. Not to say that I don't like Lassie. I've probably seen Lassie once. I probably won't see it again because I'll probably bawl my fucking eyes out and no one wants to see that. But yeah, it is a popular film. It's a very popular film, isn't it? And it's been remade so many times as well. Next question is Lewis Watson. What is the most rare Blu-ray or steelbook you own? No, I don't really own any rare ones. Not that you could say rare. I did have the HMV... I think it was the HMV Captain America steelbook and the Play.com Thor, or it might be the other way around, but I sold them to a chap in the States, so they were probably the rarest, because they were released so many years ago. Next question is from Barry Leonard. What was the film you saw that started your love of collecting? It's probably something Star Wars related. I can't really remember. Probably something like that. Next question is from Will Pugh. What is your favourite movie? That is still Empire Strikes Back. Next question is from Brandon Harmon. For your group buys, what's the most copies you ever bought, and what movie was it? I think it was X-Men Days of Future Past, and that was about 105 copies, I think, something like that. Although SpiderMan Homecoming is getting pretty close. I think I'm about 102 copies on that, so we could outdo that. Next question is from Steve Gianni. Right, Steve, what do you think Brexit or no Brexit? How does this issue affect the average UK citizen? Does it matter that much? Do you even care one way or the other? I think when Brexit first happened, there was a lot of talk, there was a lot of moaning, the market went down, that kind of thing. It's stabilised now. I don't know if it's as strong as it was, but it's still going to take a few years for them to sort it out and for us to, actually be independent. It's going to be like, it's supposed to be done like March 2019, but then they're going to add another couple of years on top of that. So it's going to be about 2022 before we're completely independent. But it does actually leave us open to other negotiations for trade deals from other countries. Whereas when we were in Brexit, when we were in the EU, we were kind of like, I can't say the word dictated, can I? We were like governed by Brussels and told what we. So I'm just watching a bird. What trade deals we could and what we couldn't do. So it is going to give us a lot more leeway and a lot more opportunity to get out there. So I think it'll probably be a good thing in the end. Although ask me that in 5 years and see where we are. Next question is from Support Fruit Bootin. What's your favourite Friday the 13th, if you've seen them? If not, or in addition, what's your favourite horror movie of all time? Friday the 13th. I've never seen Friday the 13th. Favourite horror movie of all time, as I say, it's probably something like Poltergeist or Nightmare on Elm Street. Although they are re-releasing Pet Sematary on steelbook in the UK, so I think I'm probably going to get that because I do remember that film and I don't have any bad vibes about it, so it might be worth watching it again. Next question is from Alistair Stewart. What are your thoughts on upgrading to UHD 4K? Not only on buying UHD 4K Blu-rays, but also do you intend to buy a new TV or an Atmos surround system? Well, I've already got the Atmos surround system in the back bedroom. If you watched my man cave tour, my current TV downstairs is 4K, and that will be replaced shortly by 65-inch 4K with HDR. So yeah, I haven't got any Blu-rays, haven't got any 4K Blu-rays, but then again my player downstairs and the one upstairs isn't a 4K player. So maybe when I've got the new TV downstairs I'll upgrade it. Probably. But I think probably the first 4K disc I'm going to own will be something like War for the Planet of the Apes or Spider-Man, because they come included in the HMV Steelbook. Next question is from Squish Panda. Congrats on reaching 500. Thank you very much. What's your favourite movie memorabilia that you own? Non-steelbook. Favourite movie memorabilia? At the moment, Lucille, my bat from Walking Dead, which I highlighted in a video a couple of weeks ago, that's fucking rocking and it's got blood covered all over it. I really do need to put that up on the wall as well. But other than that, probably some Star Wars stuff like Force Awakens. I like the Star Wars Elite series figures, so I was collecting some of them. Next question is from Carbon Ooh. Do you have any pets? Cat, dog, bird? Or is Winnie the Pooh your only pet? No, we have Bobby, the ginger cat, who's been sometimes in my videos. I think she was actually, yeah, she was in the guided tour around the back bedroom. She was just all curled up, minding her own business, thinking, hurry up and finish filming, I'm trying to have a fucking sleep. But also Lulu's got a cat as well called Maya, so might video her because she's a little sweetie, she is. Next question is from Matthew Payden. What is your favourite Marvel film? Yeah, we covered that one. That one's the Avengers. And then last question from Jay Glenister 90 again. if you could have one superpower, what would it be and why? Superman. Up, up, up and away. Yeah. I want to fly. To be up there among the clouds, to look down. Just to be free and to just fly wherever the hell you like. I've always wanted to do that. Don't let me near any cliffs. So that's it. That's the end of this round of questions. So thank you very much for all your questions and all your subscribing inscriptions and all for your subscriptions. Yes, that was for 500. I think I'm currently at 572, so hey, before you know it, we'll be doing a 600 one. Or a giveaway. So yeah, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed that. Maybe we'll do it again, not too soon, because we need to blossom and maybe get some bit closer to Star Wars, maybe, so we can get some questions in for like, what did I like in The Last Jedi, that kind of thing. But if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye everyone.